All right, this is recorded from terms, Pretty House Cash Flow System, category of seller, the seller of live seller calls, part one.
Hello? Hey, Tim. Hey, my name's Andrew. I was calling you back about your townhouse. I think you told my assistant a couple days ago. Your townhouse on 431 in Grant.
Yes,
Is that still available?
it is.
Okay. I was interested in buying it. I had a couple more questions, though, before I come out to see it. You're asking $289,900, right?
Correct.
Okay. And if we agree on everything, what's the best price you would be able to do, Tim, if we paid all the closing costs and close whenever you want?
Um, I guess I don't know, I guess before I go down that route, I feel like I have it priced where it should be, but, if somebody wants to make the offer, I'd be willing to consider an offer on it.
Sure. Fair enough. Now, let me ask you this. My assistant indicated you would entertain doing some owner financing on it if we could agree on price and terms. Is that correct?
Open to that conversation, yes.
Okay, great. And then do you know about, because obviously if we do that, pay all the closing, we'd be taking care of the taxes, the insurance, and maintenance and repairs until we do cash you out. I want to make sure we cover your underlying payment. Do you know about what you pay a month right now, Tim?
As I mentioned earlier, I think that's, not pertinent to the sale of this unit.
Sure. Yeah, I want to make sure that our payment covers yours. So what kind of monthly payment, what's the least you'd be willing to take on a monthly payment from us, Tim?
Probably $2,000 a month.
2,000. Is that the best you could do on monthly?
Again, I feel like we're, going about things backwards here. If you're interested in the unit and you want to look at it and make an offer,
Sure.
then I think we can talk terms after that.
Absolutely. And I definitely want to see it before I buy it. I just wanted to touch base with you to make sure we was in the same range. We're definitely in the same range on price, and we're not way far apart on the monthly. Now, let me ask you this. Normally we buy with nothing down. Is that okay?
Again, I think it's going to go back to the terms now.
Okay.
If you're asking for me to, again, I think just depends.
I'm sorry, you broke up. What was the last statement, Tim?
I think it just depends on the terms, but I don't,
Okay.
If the terms are right, I don't see where money down is necessary.
Okay. And then your association fee, that's $1,200 a year, right? Or $100 a month?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Well, we're, like I said, definitely in the same range. My partner, Shannon, lives not too far from the house. Let me ask you this. When would you have time for my partner, Shannon, to come out and see you at the house? And if we like the property and you like our deal, we'd be ready to move forward. When are you available, Tim?
If you give me a time and a day, I'll be there.
All right. Let me confirm with Shannon right now. We'll just go ahead and tentatively set up the appointment. This is Wednesday. Let's plan on Friday. Friday evening between 4:30 and 5:30.
Okay.
Is that a good time?
No.
All right, we'll just call it 4:45 on Friday. If anything changes, can we text you at this number too, Tim?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. If anything changes or we're, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, let me know if you're coming, and I'll be there.
Absolutely. Well, right now we'll just plan on seeing you Friday at 4:45 at the townhouse there, and we'll look forward to it. And like I said, I think we're in the same range, so we can nail down the finals when I get there. And if you like our deal, we'll get it on paper and be ready to move forward. So again, thank you for your time, and hope you have a great evening, my friend.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye now. All right.
Great.
So that was a
Man.
great call. That was fun. And he's totally okay with nothing down. He was a little on the steep price end of the deal on the monthly. But quite commonly what I'll do when it comes down to that is I will actually just let him know that, look, we need to work on the monthly payment and hopefully get them down on that. If they're stuck on something that is borderline, I'll do two things. I'll say, look, we can, number one, go ahead and close right away and begin making you the monthly payments when you and us agree, right? And at a lower amount, or we can stick with your amount and we'll get a contract, but we will wait to close until we get a buyer lined up. And I've had them countless times to opt for the lower amount and us going ahead and close it. In other words, I want to make sure the numbers are 100% workable if we're going to go ahead and close. So anyway, just a little thing there that we quite commonly do. And Shannon, if you're listening, 4:45 on Friday, you got an appointment. Great stuff, guys.
Hi, is this Dylan? Hi, Dylan. My name is John. I'm calling you about the house you discussed with my assistant the other day. Do you have a minute? Great.
John, we can't hear your phone call.
Okay, Dylan. So my job is to set an appointment, and I have a couple of questions to verify to see if we should come. I've got all the facts here from your conversation, and you've indicated that you would entertain taking monthly payments if we can agree on a price and terms. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. Well, Dylan, we found that some people... I'm sorry?
We did not agree on that. I'm looking to sell the house.
Okay, Dylan, we found that some people don't have a clear understanding of what we do and why it's in their best interest to work with us, but once they do get clarity, they conclude it's their best way to sell. I can tell you, we can cash you out, but it will be a delayed cash sale. When we buy, we usually pay all the closing costs, which is several $1,000s. You don't come to the closing with a nickel. We pay full price, and you're not required to be out of the house, even if you have to stay in for a while. We can let you stay in the house for a while until you can move out.
This house is already vacant. It's a vacant house.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
We're already living in our house.
Oh, very nice. Okay. We also close with an attorney. So when you're ready, we pay the fee for the attorney. So it's all done with attorneys. We'll take the house as is. It means there's no home inspectors to come around and nitpick your house apart. And most importantly, Dylan, you'll find when you sell to us, you'll net more money than any other way you'll sell because there's no commission, and we usually pay all the closing costs. So you'll get a monthly payment until sometime in the future when we pay it off, and no responsibility towards the house after we close. Now, let me ask, Dylan, do you have to cash that out now, or would you consider a delayed cash sale and get a lot better deal?
Is there a time limit?
Well, we would talk about that. If it's something you would consider, then I'd ask a few more.
I mean, is it going to be like 6 months, 3 months?
Well, it's
10
yeah,
years, 30 years. I don't really need that.
yeah. Typically we look for like 15 years, but we've done them for 10, maybe a little less. But is that?
No, I'm looking for, because the house we bought, we are trying to pay off the house with the price of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. But we can definitely look into it if it doesn't sell for a while. We just put it on the market only less than a month now, so I would try to get it sold if I can.
I see. It's on the market now with a realtor.
Maybe we can consider.
I see. Okay, well,
Only, about only less than a month. So would rather, sell it if I can.
okay, Dylan.
We don't, we would rather pay off some of the loan for the new house that we have.
Okay,
So that's why we are more interested in actually selling it for now.
I understand. What I'll do, Dylan, is I'll keep your information, and maybe we'll give you a call in a month or two and see see how it's going, and if you want to reconsider. Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for your time. You have a good night.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Agents that was puffing him up, or maybe not. Yeah, or maybe he's just
This
going to
is a
sell
good
it.
one because it's vacant. Vacant is always good.
Vacant's
It's
good.
An instant
You can see
sale.
it quickly and easily, and you can buy it quickly and easily and close on it. You don't have to worry about where
Please
they're
leave your
moving to.
message for.
And sometimes that will mess up a deal because where are they moving to? If they can't find a place right away, things start to happen and they start to get, weird. So now wait, the 5 things. So the 4th thing, remember, work out the 4 Pretty House deal points or as many of the deal points as you can. That's step 3 of the closing call. Get in the range as much as you can on all 4 of them.
Yes, Christian.
Oh, hi, Christian. My name's Lynette Wolf, and I was interested in buying your house. Is it still for sale?
The condo, yes.
Yes, the condo. Awesome. Okay. My assistant actually called and got all the information, and so I just had a couple quick questions before we come take a look at the condo.
Sure.
And it looks like as far as the condo's in great shape, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the exterior of the buildings, they just got painted. All the exterior floors were redone. All the interior of the unit has been redone. You don't see it, but I have a washer and dryer in the unit.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So, Christian, the way we do it, the way we buy houses is we would go ahead and buy the house. Oftentimes we'll even pay full price. We close on the condo right away, and then we would make monthly payments to you until we pay you off in full at a later date. So if you're flexible to give us some time, meaning years, we'd like to come look at the condo and meet you in person.
So what do you work with?
Oh, my partner's name is Ronald, and we're actually the buyer. He's the one, Ronald is the one that's going to come look at the condo. He lives right over there by the condo.
Okay.
And if we like what we see, we're serious buyers. Okay.
Okay.
We're ready to move forward. So are you living?
What are your terms typically?
That's what I was just going to ask you. What would be the least amount that we could pay you per month until we pay you off in full?
I would have to sit here and I got to talk to my brother-in-law who runs some numbers.
Okay,
are you looking to do a 5-year, 10 years?
Yeah.
Based on the number, the lowest amount?
Yeah, somewhere between that 5 to 10 years, that works for us.
And then how much do you typically put down?
Well, we usually don't put anything down, but we can definitely give you a nice monthly payment that you can count on, and we oftentimes pay full price. And we are going to come up with all the closing costs. I mean, obviously we're going to pay your closing costs, and our closing costs, that's thousands of dollars.
Yep. Okay, let me think of this. Do you guys have a website or something?
Oh yeah, we've been buying and selling houses actually for over 25 years now, and
Okay.
So if we do, if you could give me just kind of a ballpark on that monthly. So if we purchase it right around $170,000, close on it right away. Our real estate attorney has a standard purchase and sale agreement that we would use. And we'll bring that with when we come see you. I assume you're living in the condo, Christian?
No, I have a tenant and she's leaving the middle of September.
Oh, how much is she paying per month?
She's paying $1,650.
Okay. So obviously you would like to pay less than that because we're going to take care of maintenance and repairs, and we're going to vacancies, and you get to sell the house and just move on. So what I'd like to do is set up a time that we could come out and take a look at the house and meet you in person. Can we
Yes,
show it even though she's in there? Does she allow with 24-hour notice?
Yeah. So as long as we've got some criteria. I mean, we have to have booties, masks,
Oh,
minimal.
sure.
minimal people.
It would only,
and,
it would be one person, and we would have the masks, we have the N95s, and we would have the booties and everything.
Yep.
So if you could call me back and let me know a time that my partner Ronald could come out and take a look at the condo and meet you there. Are you the only one on title?
I am the only one on title.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
and the bank.
And what?
My bank.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, so if you could, we would definitely, we're very serious buyers, and if we like what we see, we're ready to close, as soon as that tenant vacates the middle of September.
But if you were to make the payments over 5 years,
the numbers don't add up. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's actually a balloon payment, so that just means that you'll get 100% of the money. Now, we're going to try to cash you out much sooner than that 5 to 10 years because that's when we get paid, and we're obviously not a nonprofit organization on purpose. So we actually would buy the house, around 170,000 from you, and then we're going to sell it for a little bit more. Now, sometimes we're able to buy it from you for 170 and turn it around and sell it for a little bit more in 6 months, sometimes 12 months, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but no matter what, we're going to take care of everything until that happens.
Yeah, so at least we're talking about, it's almost like a lease to own structure.
Yeah, we can do it either way. So we'll bring over the paperwork on both ways, so when we meet with you, we can decide which way is more advantageous for you.
All right. I'm going to send you.
Oh, is that your kids?
Yeah, that's my daughter, yes.
Oh, how old is she?
She just turned 4.
Oh, I can't remember when my 29-year-old son was 4.
Time flies.
I got your email. It's
Okay.
Christian. We'll send you an email.
Okay, perfect.
And we'll confirm when we can see it with the tenant 24-hour notice or whatever. And then
I have a showing tomorrow at 7.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys can come
I'd like to see it before.
early thereafter.
Should we?
So-
Yeah, I'd like to see it maybe even before 7. Where are they going to see it, before 7 or after 7 tomorrow? Okay.
Say that again?
We can see the condo either before 7 p.m. tomorrow or after 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to have my partner send you an email.
Okay. All right. I can't do before 7. She's leaving there before 7.
So maybe
So
7.
that I can come. Yeah. So I have some coming at 7. So 7:30 would be.
Okay, let's do
ideal.
7:30. Okay,
Yeah.
7:30 tomorrow, and that'll be the 13th of August. Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Okay, I will talk
All
to
right,
you
so
then.
I'll look for the email.
Okay, awesome. I think this will work out good for you and good for us. We're excited.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yes, Araceli, Scott giving you a call about your house for sale.
Yes, go ahead. This is Joseph, her husband.
I'm sorry, Joseph.
All right, let's resume.
Looks like my assistant had called you not too long ago. We were definitely interested in talking about us buying your house. And I have a note here. It looks like you indicated that you would consider taking a monthly payment until we could pay you off at some point in the future that we can agree on.
Monthly payment.
Yeah, is that right?
What's your name again?
So my name is Scott.
Scott.
Yes. And you're Joseph, you said, right?
Yeah, hold on. Let me put you in.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So
You're on speaker now. Go ahead.
what's that now?
Yeah, go ahead now. You're on speaker. Go ahead.
Okay. Is Araceli there with you as well?
She's right here, yes.
Awesome. So I don't know if my assistant had talked to Araceli or you, but anyway, yeah. So I have a note here that says that you guys would consider taking a monthly payment until sometime in the future when we could pay you off
To what?
to buy your house.
A monthly, who'd you speak with?
I think his assistant called you.
Yeah. My assistant had called you not that long ago.
Sure.
Basically, we're interested in buying the house. We buy the house on what we call terms. Basically, what we're looking for is a little bit of time. In the meantime, what we do is we make a payment on the house until we're ready to go ahead and pay it off in full. So we build in a balloon payment to be able to do that. And is that something that you would consider doing?
So talk to me a little bit about what, first of all, like what the amount is. And I've never done that such a dumb thing before.
Right. Right. Well, let's have the conversation. You sound like you're open to at least having that conversation. So I think that's great. Let me ask you this. I mean, if we could actually agree on the terms, if we could agree to move forward by doing this over a period of time, what would be the least that you'd sell the house for?
I want 220.
So you
for each side.
So this is a that's right. So this is like a duplex. This is two sides. So you want 220 per side. So you're saying 440?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that the best you can do on that, Joseph?
That's the best.
Okay, because just let you know too that I'm not calling as a realtor, which is good news for you guys. So there's no commissions or no fees with us whatsoever. And I can tell you on a house like this, we would even pay the closing costs for you. And so we make it where there's no money coming out of your pocket at all, you know, and then at some point in the future, we go ahead and we cash out the property and do that.
What's the down payment on this?
Well, that was going to be my next question to you, is to say that we usually buy with nothing down. Okay. So what I'd like to do is get out there and take a look at the house. And I mean, could we talk about that price when I get out there? You have some flexibility on that, maybe?
Not right now.
Not right now. And looking at the house or discussing the price?
No, I'm staying at that price.
You are. Okay. Okay. And you know, I think that you're certainly in the range. It would be enough to get me out there to go ahead and take a look. I certainly would want to do that.
Yeah, you could come and take a look. Yes.
Yeah, and so I see that you've got a mortgage of $160,000. Looks like your monthly payment's $1,700. So I assume you're okay if we just cover your mortgage payment till we can pay you off.
Well, right now, sir, you know what? I got two other people that are looking at it, and so I can't give you an answer about all that. So I got a couple more people that are looking at it. 'Cause I'm working with somebody right now. Even though it's for sale by owner, I got someone private.
Okay.
So I can't really say anything to you yet because I already I gave my word to two other investors right now.
Okay. When are they coming out to see it?
Actually, I had one that came a little earlier today, so he's gonna call me in a little while, in a couple hours, and
Okay.
then I have another showing tomorrow.
You know what? Fair enough. How about if we so tomorrow's Wednesday? How about if we reach back out to you later in the week and just kind of see where you guys are at, and if we can continue the conversation, I'd love to do that.
Okay, that's fine.
What's that now?
Yep. Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Perfect. All right. Araceli and Joseph, thanks for your time. Good chatting with you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. So what I did there, so I don't know if that was a decoy. It may be a decoy on what they did, but rather than going further down the road to try to set the appointment at this point, they made it pretty clear that they got some other people that they feel like that they need to be loyal to right now. Fine. So I push it out just a little bit to say, well, great. How about if I give you a call the day after or something like that? They seem pretty open. I think they're pretty good folks, and we can make that call. So Ann, make a note. Give these folks a call back on Thursday, and we'll go from there, okay? All right. Let me make a note here. Call back on Thursday. If I don't make the note, I am not going to remember. I'll tell you that right now. There's way too many leads here.
Iowa, this is in Kansas. Damian Jensen, student.
Hello?
Hi, is Ron there, please?
Yes, I am.
Ron, this is Steve Zumagale. Friends call me Real Estate Steve. Hey, I was interested to purchase the Riverview Avenue from you. Do you have a couple minutes?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, awesome. Is the property still for sale, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. And then you were asking $185,000 still?
Yeah, he's down about. Yeah, I think the guy would probably take 175 for it.
Is it your house or is it your friend's?
It's my friend's house.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
He'll take 175, 180 for it.
Okay. Perfect. Now, you had talked to our assistant the other day, and if we could agree on the price, you had indicated that you would take a monthly payment until we paid you off in full. Is that correct?
No, it's not correct.
Okay. Well, we pay all cash for things too. If we paid all cash and closed quickly with an attorney or on your timeline, do you know what your absolute rock bottom price might be?
175.
Okay. Well, we're gonna need to get a little bit more equity than that. I'll tell you what. Like, you know how long this has been for sale for? Has it been a long time?
It's been about 30 days.
Okay. Pretty recent then. Would it be okay if we followed up with you in like 30 days just to see how things are going?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Something to keep in mind, like we can pay you a good high price like that if you could just give us a little bit of time to get you paid off in full. So it might be a really nice way to turn $185,000 into a nice little income stream. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Oh, you would? What would you have in mind?
I don't really know. I'd have to sit down and think about that.
Okay. Awesome. It'd be a nice little income stream coming in once a month.
Yeah.
Every month after every month. And then eventually we get you paid off.
Yeah.
You're going to net a whole lot more selling like this than any other way that you'd sell.
Yeah. You make an offer, down payment offer, and we'll see.
Okay. Did you have any idea what that would look like?
Oh, you make a good offer. Honest, legit, we'll go from there.
Okay. And then is it your friend that we have to talk to too, or do we always just talk to you?
Well, once we get a deal set, he'll agree to it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna call him every time somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody's not serious and they got a good offer. I ain't gonna be calling him every other day.
Okay.
You know,
Sure.
once somebody wants to make a decent offer, we'll go from there.
Okay, great. Next time you talk to him, say that you talk to somebody and that they want to pay him a good high price for it and to come up with some kind of an income every single month that would be a monthly payment to him, and ask him what that number would be. And if that number is flexible, we'll go ahead and just move forward and purchase. And then the last question you want to ask him is just like how long he could accept that payment for. And then if it's within the range, we'll just go ahead and purchase too. Now, the cool thing about working with us is Ron is, we close with the real estate attorney, of course, and we buy the house as is. There's no repairs, no commissions, no broker fees, no nothing, no thrills. And we usually even pay the closing. So it's a good deal for you. So is there a good time that you could ask him and a good time that we could call you back just to talk one more time?
If you got a good offer, then I'll take it to him.
Well, we need to know like what payment range he would like every single month.
You know what payment you can afford. You know what you get down on. When you get a good honest offer, I will take it to him.
Okay. Well, on a $185,000 house, it would be, something that would come in to be, I don't know, ask him what he would have in mind. The payment range for a monthly payment on that, could be anywhere between like $1,000 and $1,500 a month for any house that's priced between that. So that's pretty sizable money coming in. Do you want us?
He get that out of rent anyway. So.
Yeah, but then he's got to deal with the property and the repairs and the management and everything else. So
what are you talking about? Like $1,100 to $1,500 a month, and over how many years? You know what I mean?
Sure. So I would, ask him what the length of time he'd like to go. We'd be flexible on that as long as we could get, we'd obviously be talking years, not months on it as a house. And so if we could just get that figured out, this thing can come together for you. Then you could stop having to take all these calls on the property. Wouldn't that be good?
Yeah. What do you think you'd be able to come down up with?
As far as
A down payment.
Oh, sure. So if he doesn't need all the money now, and we're gonna pay a good high price like that, your first payment would just start whenever it is that we agree, and then we could make the remaining balance due whenever we would agree as well.
Do you have a figure in your mind what you guys could put down on it?
Sure. I'm not gonna fabricate this. We buy a whole lot of them all over the place, all over the U.S. with little to no money. And why the people do that is they get a good high price for the property like that.
Yeah.
So, can you talk to him and we'll follow up with you like next week sometime? Does that sound fair?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Cool, Ron. Well, I really appreciate you talking.
Have you thought about a bit of down payment you could put on the house to make it something he might jump at?
Well, see what the least he would take is.
Okay. All right. You're not gonna say nothing. So okay. Get back with me next week.
All right, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for talking. Okay, so I don't know. I kept that conversation going. If you guys are doing a call like that, you need to talk to the owner. It's really important to get the owner on the phone because this guy is not the one that's going to be signing. I don't know what his involvement is. But anyways, I'll put this in a separate pile to follow up on.
Hello.
Hello, this is Andrew calling you back. Is this Carrie?
This is her husband.
Oh, okay, great. And what was your name?
She's in the kitchen. I have to say, I'm Jacob.
No problem, Jacob. Awesome. So yeah, I was calling you back about your house. I think you or Carrie one talked to my assistant a couple days back about your house on Hawk Valley Drive. I had a couple more questions. Is it still available?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like you're asking $415. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then if we can agree on everything else, and if we can pay all closing costs and close whenever you want, what's the least you would take on the purchase price, Jacob?
Probably $390-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood.
All right. $390. All right. And then my assistant indicated that if we could agree on everything else, you would entertain doing some owner financing where we make you a monthly payment until we pay you off. Is that correct?
No, not at all. No.
Okay, I misunderstood that part. Okay. So let me ask you this. If we could pay the $390 and pay all closing, of course, we're not realtors, so there's no fees or commissions. Would you be in a position to be able to give us a little bit of time to pay you off in full?
What kind of time are we talking?
Well, so normally what we do is we buy it. And then, of course, like I said, we cover your monthly payment. We cover the taxes, maintenance, insurance, and repairs. And, sooner than later, how long would you be comfortable giving us?
Well, we're gonna turn around and get in something. So we're really looking just to sell it outright. We're not really looking to, carry a note or anything like that. We're really looking to just sell it outright.
All right. Okay. And then, so basically we buy them two ways. Jacob, I'll tell you what we do. Our business, we do pay cash for houses below value and fix them, flip them. But on a nice house like yours, our main business is to buy it, pay top dollar, pay all closing costs and close whenever you want. And then it is, a delayed cash sale. So we'd be paying you over time. So, if that's something that would work for you, our next step would be to, schedule a time to come out and see it and nail down the, final numbers and move forward to closing. The house is vacant, right?
No, this is our current home.
Current home. Okay. My assistant marked it was okay. So, you're looking to sell this and get something a little smaller. Is that right? My assistant said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And about what's your monthly payments running, including taxes and insurance currently?
So somewhere around that, I don't know exactly.
I'm sorry.
It's around 1,600.
Okay.
Around 1,600.
Okay. So let's see. So you'll probably right around about 240 on it, right?
Yeah, somewhere in that.
240. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, what we could do is come see it and likely pay the $390 and like I said, pay all the closing costs, and then we would cover the $1,600 until we turn around in the future and resell the property and pay it off in full. So is that something that might work for you? Do we need to consider setting up an appointment to come see the house?
Well, let me talk to my wife about that a little bit more, and let me do a little bit more research on that, because that wasn't what we were planning on doing at all.
Sure.
And because that's going to really restrict us on, because we've got some other property we're looking at trying to move into, and that's going to be hard for me to carry it or to get the credit to buy another $300,000 or $400,000 home whenever I've got this one already on my, you still.
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up too. Actually, our attorney, and this is something when, research you can double, check up on, and we close, of course, with our real estate attorney. So everything's done right. But along with the benefits of, you getting top dollar and more money, over time, you now more by selling to us. Our attorney does draw up the paperwork showing that we're paying that $1,600 a month. And so that is something that, in a lot of cases we've seen be of help whenever you go to get a new mortgage. So that's something that you can definitely check into. But it would be, just a common owner finance document. So our attorney does draw that up showing that. So that would definitely help you.
Okay,
All right.
well, let me talk to her, and we'll just see, and I will try to, can I get in touch with you on this number?
Yes, you can call back on this number. Also, my partner, actually, Timothy, lives not too far from the house. And I'm going to give you his number if you got a pen handy as well.
Okay, give me just one second. I'll tell you what, can you text it to this number?
Yes. Yeah, I will text you. My name's Andrew.
Text it to that number.
Okay, my name's Andrew. My partner's Timothy. I will text you his number. Of course, you already got mine. I'll text you Timothy's number, and we'll reconvene. When you want to reconvene? Maybe a Thursday sometime?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. All right, we'll reconvene on Thursday, and hopefully we can work this out to be a win for you and work out good for us too. We'll look forward to talking to you in a couple days.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Jacob. Bye-bye. Awesome. So good call. So we had Carrie. I texted her. She was busy, and then we played phone tag. Got to talk to her husband. So had a good conversation there with him. That's exciting. So potential. Didn't get it for sure, but turned into a definite maybe. So that's always a positive thing. A couple of things I don't ever bring up to them, the whole attorney mortgage and everything that they draw up unless they ask. And when he brought up that it would affect his getting a new loan, I wanted to, obviously share with him how we do it. And so hopefully that helps him. And Timothy, hopefully Timothy's on. So Timothy, you want to jot that down for Carrie and Jacob follow-up. I'll text that to Timothy as well.
Here we go. This is actually a yes lead. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear that okay? Be home, be home. Come on. Now, like we were saying, you definitely want to ask the questions. The seller makes you, hi.
Hello.
Oh, there you are, Bill. I was talking to my partner. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. My name's Lynette Wolf, and I was interested in buying your house. I'm actually the buyer. I'm not a real estate agent, okay? So
Okay.
It's not listed where you have to pay out 6% commission. Is that right?
Right.
Awesome. Okay, I got most of the information here from my assistant. Just
Okay.
had a couple quick questions before we come out and take a look at the house.
Okay.
So my assistant said that you were asking $225,000. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now, is that the best that you can do?
No, I think we can do better than that.
Okay, so you're flexible on that. That's awesome.
Yeah. We found out we've got a underground oil storage tank that the Department of Natural Resources for the state of Wisconsin is requiring us to deal with, and so
wow.
I'm maybe thinking until we get that situation resolved, particularly if there's soil remediation required that may have gone into the neighbor's yard. we're going to have to maybe hold off on,
Well, Bill,
on selling one until we get that straightened out.
Bill, actually, I'm glad you brought that up. I have really good news for you. We would still want to buy the house because when we could buy the house and we don't have inspections and we're not concerned about this or that, just like what you were mentioning. So that's not an issue for us, okay?
Okay.
All right, so it looks like you're flexible on the purchase price. That's awesome. And like I said, we're the buyer. Now, one thing, my partner actually lives right over by the house. So a couple more quick questions before my partner comes out to take a look. And now the way we do it, it's a real common way, is that we would go ahead and buy your house somewhere around that 225,000, you know, that's within the range. That's definitely within the range. So we would purchase the house. Yeah, we could buy the house right around that amount. And the way it works is, it's a real common way, is that we would go ahead and close on it right away. And then we would be covering your monthly payment for you. So the principal, the interest, the property taxes, everything. So is that about $1,500 a month?
It was a reverse mortgage.
Okay, all right. Is it?
So it's actually in the estate of my parents. So it's their home, was their home, and so they passed away, and now we have a reverse mortgage on it that needs to be paid off.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I am going to talk to you. There's a couple different ways we can approach this. So are you the one that would be, are you on title right now?
Yeah, I'm the trustee to the estate. Yes,
Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to make sure. The way it works is we would buy the house, you know, somewhere around that 225, and then we'd be covering that payment, the $1,500, until we pay you off in full at a later date. So if you're flexible to time, meaning years, not months, we would definitely like to come out and see the house.
Okay, yeah, sure. I think that would work.
Now, one more thing. On this type of transaction, we usually put nothing down. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so when's a good time my partner and I could come out and take a look at the house?
Looking good. No problem.
What, could we come out and see the house like tomorrow? How about Saturday or Sunday?
I've got renters in it, and there's 4 units, and the renters, there are renters in every unit.
Okay, how much are you collecting on the 4 units total?
$2,500 a month.
Okay, $2,500. And are those renters month by month, or are they on a lease?
They're typically on a 6-month lease, roughly.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Okay, no worries there. That's not an issue. So what I'd like to do is, so you are definitely the only one on title, the estate and everything. So when we come meet with you, Bill, we're serious buyers. We're ready to buy the house. So if we like what we see, we're ready to close whenever you want. So why don't we do this? I know you need to contact the tenants so we can at least get in there. So I'm going to send you a text message so that we can maybe come see it Saturday or Sunday. That should give the tenants enough notice. If not, we'll roll into next week. But like I said, we're very serious. I think this is going to work good for us, and we're looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Okay, Bill? My name's, by the way, my name's Lynette Wolf, and you won't forget it because it's just like the animal, like, oh.
Okay, got it. I look forward to hearing back from you.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Woohoo! That's what you call a closing call. So you'll notice that I was really focused on the 4 deal points: purchase price, monthly, no down payment, and term. Okay? The seller makes us the offer, and you need to shut up.
All right, very important. We're going to review those 4 points again. Okay, hear those points again. So important.
When's a good time my partner and I could come out and take a look at the house?
Looking good. No problem.
What, could we come out and see the house like tomorrow? How about Saturday or Sunday?
I've got renters in it, and there's 4 units, and the renters, there are renters in every unit.
Okay, how much are you collecting on the 4 units total?
$2,500 a month.
Okay, $2,500. And are those renters month by month, or are they on a lease?
They're typically on a 6-month lease, roughly.
Okay.
And So, yeah.
Okay, no worries there. That's not an issue. So what I'd like to do is, so you are definitely the only one on title, the estate and everything. So when we come meet with you, Bill, we're serious buyers. We're ready to buy the house. So if we like what we see, we're ready to close whenever you want. So why don't we do this? I know you need to contact the tenants so we can at least get in there. So I'm going to send you a text message so that we can maybe come see it Saturday or Sunday. That should give the tenants enough notice. If not, we'll roll into next week. But like I said, we're very serious. I think this is going to work good for us, and we're looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Okay, Bill? My name's, by the way, my name's Lynette Wolf, and you won't forget it because it's just like the animal, like, oh.
Okay, got it. I look forward to hearing back from you.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Woohoo! That's what you call a closing call. So you'll notice that I was really focused on the 4 deal points: purchase price, monthly, no down payment, and term. Okay? The seller makes us the offer, and you need to shut up.
All right, let's repeat the 4 essentials again.
Okay, Bill? My name's, by the way, my name's Lynette Wolf, and you won't forget it because it's just like the animal, like, oh.
Okay, got it. I look forward to hearing back from you.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Woohoo! That's what you call a closing call. So you'll notice that I was really focused on the 4 deal points: purchase price, monthly, no down payment, and term. Okay? The seller makes us the offer, and you need to shut up.
All right, that's it for the part 1, and we'll copy part 2 next on the live seller calls. This is part 1 from Pretty House Terms, Cash Flow Systems, and live seller calls part 1.